Community GEMS is a consortium of 5 nonprofit organizations that were really formed under a shared mission of trying to serve Boston's most vulnerable children and families.
We treasure the Community GEMS Collaborative. Youth Built Boston, Children's Services of Roxbury, L'Alliance Hispana, and Roxbury Youth Works. We're all neighbors. We all have similar passions. We all want to see the neighborhoods that we serve together succeed, and the families that we serve together succeed.
We all felt that we were spending a lot of money hiring event planners and doing our own separate events, and knew if we pooled our resources together, we would be able to raise money and to get the message out to the community about these 5 special agencies.
The partnership is important for a number of reasons. First, personally, it can be very isolating to lead an organization. So to have the support of 4 other organizations has been immensely helpful.
Being an executive director is a difficult and sometimes stressful job, and I always have 4 people that I can talk to and get support, and also assist me in any way I need.
From an organizational standpoint, it's been very important because we've been able to share best practices. It feels like we have an extension of ourselves, an extension of our organization, an extension of services.
We, not one agency alone, can service the needs of the young people who come before our agency. And so it's critical that we not only have the trust but the resources of other agencies in our community in order for us to deliver effective services.
The Community GEMS partnership is very important to La Alianza because we are an agency that serves the Latino community. And the Latino community is a significant part of the population served by the 5 Community GEM organizations.
Nonprofit agencies can collaborate and do that in a very unselfish manner and a very productive manner for the community.
Rather than to compete against one another, we're actually working together for this common good. That's a major accomplishment, and the fact that we've been doing that for 9 years now is amazing. But I think it's a lot more than that.
Community GEMS have, I think, had an incredible impact on our community. You could start with the 20,000 residents that it serves each year. It also employs over 450 adults. It generates economic activity that's estimated to be close to $20 million a year. And so this organization has an enormous connection with the Boston community. And I think that you can see its success in its own fundraising efforts. This is an organization that has raised on its own $2 million since its inception.
I think the most important thing that the Community GEMS has accomplished is receiving a Department of Labor grant where we were able to open one program where each of the organizations has a different role and is able to serve the young people involved in this program. It's called the Civic Action Corps.
That's $1.5 million, which has enabled our organizations to work with youth who have involvement in the juvenile justice system. And so we are able to provide training.
We're teaching them job skills and trades. At the same time, we're supporting them in their life outside of the program so that they can be successful. We're providing mentors for them and opportunities to go to college someday. And we're teaching them about restorative justice and how to give back to the community.
And of course, everybody knows that delivering services to any community, including our community, requires you to have the funds to do it with. And that's one of the very important aspects of being part of GEMS, and one of the things that we've been able to accomplish collectively.
A couple of years ago, Superintendent Carol Johnson of the Boston Public Schools and Mayor Menino identified an area, a 5 square mile area in Boston known as the Circle of Promise. It's the home to 10 out of 11 of the Boston Public Schools' most challenging schools. They're underperforming schools. Both turnaround high schools in the Boston Public School system are in this invisible zone known as the Circle of Promise. And guess what? Each of the 5 Community Gems agencies are located within the Circle of Promise. Long before that term was even invented, we have been serving families. The poorest families, the families of households most likely where no one has gone to college, the households where it's most likely that someone in that household or both, all wage earners are unemployed. Children's Services of Roxbury, Youth Built Boston, the Higher Education Resource Center, and La Alianza Hispana, we are all there. And over the next couple of years, I see us serving together these families in the Circle of Promise more completely and more deeply than ever before.
We at Citizens Bank understand that the success of our company is linked to the success of the communities we serve. Community Gems really illustrates the importance and the power of collaboration in bringing disparate groups together who are focused on a shared mission. To us, it's a model of efficiency. It's a means of really producing strong results with limited resources.
I hope to see us do a lot more of what we're doing now, particularly around collaborating around new programming like the Civic Action Corps. I hope that we will be able to expand that and do more projects together that will benefit the community.
I think this time of year a message can be found in O. Henry's story, A Gift of the Magi. This was a story that was written over a century ago, and it's about a young poor couple, Jim and Della, and they couldn't afford to buy each other a Christmas gift, and so they ended up having to each sell one of their most important possessions. And in so doing, they unwittingly sold the very thing that the gift they were to receive needed to be connected to. And so what they learned out of this was the importance of giving over receiving. The other thing that I think is important for people to think about this time of the year as we get into the holiday season is that giving doesn't have to happen just in November and December. The Community Gems serve as an important reminder that giving can take place year-long. And if each one of us thinks about just giving a little more time, whether it's to a child, a spouse, a friend, a coworker, it doesn't take much. 1 hour from each of us as a gift of our time to a nonprofit organization will total over 500 hours, and that would make a significant impact in the year ahead.
But we can't do that alone. We welcome you. If you love Boston, you love our kids, you love our families, you love the future of this city, we welcome you to support the Community Gems Collaborative and to make us part of your future.